Good evening and welcome to the island for tonight's ball game between the visiting Hutchinson Monarchs and your hometown Kingman Islanders. I'm going to read off the starting lineup, starting with the Monarchs. The shortstop, Cooper Westland. The third baseman, Blake Bradford. The center fielder, DJ Merriweather. The designated hitter, Cooper Harris. The right fielder, Sam Weesey. The first baseman, Jarrett Flaggart. The catcher, Zarek Warren. The second baseman, Blake Brown. And the left fielder, Austin Coyle. Starting on the mound for the Monarchs, number 40, Garrett Fulmer. And now for your Islanders lineup. The third baseman, Nolan Friend. The left fielder, Gavin Yurovich. The shortstop, Ben Wallachek. The catcher, Austin Lynn. The first baseman, Carter Helm. The designated hitter, Corey Reese. The right fielder, Kyle Reese. The second baseman, Striker Hake. And the center fielder, Trent Reitmeyer. Starting on the mound for the Islanders, it's Landon Snyder. And now at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Go! Yeah, I'll just follow it. Grace.
Starting on the mound today for the Islanders, it's Landon Snyder. Snyder struggled so far this season for the Islanders. He's thrown 13 innings, given up 17 earned runs, and 23 runs total, so his defense hasn't been doing him a ton of favors so far this year. The shortstop, Cooper Westland. Westland was out of the lineup yesterday. He's hitting .472 on the year. That first pitch in there for a strike. Yesterday's game between these two teams here at the Island ended in a 15-2 victory for the Monarchs that improved their record to 9-5. As Westland drives that one out into deep left field, it's going to be foul. He's down 0-2 now. Oh, 2 pitch, going to be swung on, fouled off. 0-2 again. Swung on, grounded to second base. Hake has it. Throw over to Helm at first. Gets him for the first out. The third baseman, Blake Bradford. Bradford hit a 2-run home run in the first inning yesterday. Kicked off the scoring for the Monarchs, although it took them a few innings after that homer to really get going and get those 15 runs. They only scored 2 in the first 3 innings, as he'll drive that one out to right center field. He gets down for at least one. Throw back into the infield is going to be cut off, and he'll be in there for a double. The center fielder, DJ Merriweather. Merriweather moves up a couple spots in the lineup from where he was yesterday. He also had a home run much later in the game, after the game was pretty much out of reach. That put the Monarchs up by 11. First pitch, gonna miss outside, ball 1. Merriweather, an outfielder from Austin Peay University. Two-oh pitch, gonna miss outside, ball 3. To Merriweather, gonna miss outside, ball 4. So they'll take a trip to first base on 4 pitches. Runners now on first and second for the designated hitter, Cooper Harris. Harris hitting 208. It's 5 for 24 on the year. First pitch to him. It's gonna miss for ball 1. One 0. Misses inside, ball 2. Snyder is pitching well, got Westland out on a few pitches, and then Bradford took him out to right center for a double end. He's had trouble finding the strike zone since, but he gets it there. Walked Merriweather on for 4 pitches, then Harris came up to the plate, took the first 2 pitches for balls, and then took a strike there. And that pitch gonna miss, and it's gonna get away from Lynn, and runners will advance. So now 2 runners in scoring position. 3-1 count here to Cooper Harris. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. That'll load the bases. And an early mound visit here after a double and a couple free passes. The right fielder, Sam Weesey. Weesey hitting just over 300 on the year, 302 to be exact. Has bases loaded with one out here in the top of the first. No runs have come across yet. First pitch, going to catch the bottom of the zone for strike one. A 1. Pitch misses, gets away from Lynn. He's going to try and race to the plate, and he's not going to get there in time. So Bradford comes across with the first run of the game. Merriweather moved over to third. Harris stayed at first. So runners on the corners. Run comes across. 1-1 count, one out here, top of the first. Runner goes. Throw over to second. Going to get him in a rundown. And he's going to be tagged by Wallachek, and Merriweather going to stay at third. Harris tagged out in between first and second for the second out. Count to Weesey remains 1-1. That pitch gets in there, strike two. One-two pitch. Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the first inning. Monarchs lead it 1-0. Runner on third. A pitch. Gonna miss just outside. Runs the count full. Payoff pitch to Weesey. Swung on, hit high out into center field. Reitmeyer's back there and gets it for the third out. So the bases are loaded at one point, but Snyder gets out of it with just 1 run allowed. Friend will lead it off for the Islanders. The third baseman, Nolan Friend. Fulmer, the starter for the Monarchs. He's thrown 8.2 innings this year, given up 4 earned runs. A couple runs have come across unearned for him as well. Friend leading off is kind of atypical. Typically, you'd see Wallcheck in this spot, but Friend has played his way with a lot of really good contact so far this year. A lot of really solid hits. I think his batting average sitting above 300 as he drives that one out into left center field. And it's going to get over the head of Merriweather out there. Friend digs for second. He's going to get there, standing up. No real pressure on him. And there you see why he's leading off today. The left fielder, Gavin Yurvich. So already a runner in scoring position for the Islanders. Yurvich steps to the plate. The pitch. Gonna miss outside, ball one. Yurvich hitting .333 on the year. It's 14 for 42. That one. In there for a strike. Runner on second, 1-1 count to Yurvich. Monarchs lead at 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Nobody out. That pitch gonna be swung on, fouled off. One, two, the count. That one misses low. Evens the count. That pitch going to be swung on, driven out into center field. Goes over to right, and Merriweather got that one. Friend moves over to third, and he's safe there. So sacrifice fly for Yurvich. The shortstop, Ben Wallcheck. As I said, Wallcheck has been leading off for the Islanders, but he's moved down a couple spots, still in the 3-hole. Hitting 204 so far this season. He's been on the Islanders a few years, been one of the better hitters for the team. He's been near the top of the lineup every single year he's played. Indiana State commit. A pitch in there for a strike. Runner on third with one out here. In the bottom of the first, Monarchs lead at 1-0. 1-1 pitch from Fulmer, misses. Two, 2-1. Swung on, hit foul. Fulmer, a pitcher from Southeast Arkansas Community College. Two-two pitch. It's going to be a check swing inside. It's going to be ball three. Full count here with one out. Bottom of the first. Monarchs lead at 1-0 with a runner on third. Payoff pitch going to be fouled off. Full count. Misses outside. Wallcheck will go to first. the catcher, Austin Lynn. Lynn catching for the second day in a row. .321 his average on the season. He's 9 for 28. That first pitch misses in the dirt. Warren able to keep it in front of him, so the runners will stay. That one. This is low, ball 2. The count, swung on, grounded to third base, and it gets through for a base hit. Friend comes across to tie the game at 1 here in the bottom of the first. Walcheck moves to second. And Warren's going to go to the mound, talk it over with Fulmer. The first baseman, Carter Helm. Helm comes to the plate, hitting .235 on the season for the Islanders. A pitch in there for a strike. This is Helm's second season this year playing for a Kingman team. He played for the Kingman High School Eagles in the spring. He's committed to play next year at Barton County Community College. He's down 0-2 in the count now. Runner goes from second, and that's going to be a foul ball, and Walcheck's going to have to go back. Count remains 0-2 after that foul ball. That pitch misses outside. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Misses. Even the count at 2. Game today originally scheduled for 7 p.m. like most games. Both runners go, and the catcher's just going to hold it. If the count runs full, game was pushed up an hour, so we're playing at 6:23 in the bottom of the first. It's a hot day out. That pitch misses low, and Helm works a walk after being down 0-2. Base is now loaded for the Islanders. The designated hitter, Corey Reese. There are very few guys on the Islanders, if any, that you'd want coming to the plate in this spot more than you'd want Reese. He's hitting .414 on the year. He'll take strike 1. .12 for 29. 3 extra base hits. That pitch misses, or I guess not. Count goes 0-2. A 2 pitch, swung on, grounded past the second baseman for a base hit. And Walcheck's going to come across the score. No one goes an extra base, but Islanders do take the lead on that hit. And the bases remain loaded. The right fielder, Kyle Reese. Kyle Reese hitting 138 on the year, 4 for 29. That pitch misses inside, ball 1. That pitch going to be grounded back to the pitcher. He's going to throw it home. Throw to first, not going to be in time, so they'll get the out at home, but no double play. So bases will stay loaded. The second baseman, striker, Hake. That pitch in there, strike 1, and Hake's struggles that started the season have continued into the late days of the month of June. One on the count. He's hitting just .047 on the year. Got a couple of hits and 43 at bats. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And there, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, bottom of the first inning. Islanders have a 2-1 lead with the bases loaded. Striker Hake, the man at the plate. That pitch misses outside, runs the count full.
Are you speaking on the mic? I don't think it's working.
No, no.
Okay.
That pitch swung on, missed, strike 3. And so another bases loaded inning with just a couple runs coming across. A lot of offense, but not a lot of scoring. 2-1 the score after 1. The first baseman, Parrott Flagger. First pitch, Flagger. In there, strike 1, catches the inside edge. Flagger hitting .361 on the year. That pitch misses. 1-1 the count. Swung on, missed. 1-2 now. One-two pitch in the dirt, evens the count. I feel like I need to make a disclaimer every time I say a pitch is in the dirt that there is no dirt in the infield here, George Armstrong Memorial Field, as that pitch can be fouled off. Had turf installed a few years back, and so pitch that slow just hits the ground instead of the dirt. 2-2 pitch, gonna be swung on, grounded to third, and Friend can't play it. So Flagler has a base hit, and he's gonna round first, he's gonna stay. It's probably gonna be an E5 to get Flagler on base. The catcher, Zarek Warren. Warren, 357 on the year, just a little bit behind Flagler in terms of batting average. Just 4 points. One-zero pitch from Snyder. Misses low. That one gonna be a pickoff attempt, and someone yell that he's 3 feet away from the base. Not a fan of that decision to attempt a pickoff, but it didn't work, so maybe he has a point. 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. It's gonna miss. Ball 4. Runners now first and second. Second baseman, Blake Brown. Brown comes to the plate. First pitch swung on. Fly out to Urovich. That'll be out number 1 of the inning. Left fielder, Austin Coyle. Coyle at the very bottom of the batting average leaderboard for the Monarchs, hitting 138. He's at the very bottom of the lineup today, so I would check out. Does have a double out of his 4 hits, though. And that pitch. In there, strike 2. Snyder up 0-2 after allowing the first 2 runners on. The first one, the flagger, was an error on a ground ball that Friend couldn't play. And then a walk to Warren moved Flaggard over to second. But he's up 1-2 in this count to Coyle here. That pitch swung on, fouled into the ground. Coyle going to take a little bit of time to collect himself, step back into the box. One-two now. Runners go as that pitch got away from Lynn, and there's going to be no throw. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out here. Still a 2-2 count to Coyle. So Snyder not ahead in the count, but still favorable. That pitch going to be swung on, missed, strike 3. Snyder's first strikeout of the game. Second out of the inning. We reset the order. The shortstop, Cooper Westland. Westland grounded out to second base to lead off the first inning. Comes up with 2 outs here in the second, runners on second and third. That pitch looked to bunt. He's going to pull it back. That pitch runs inside, ball 1. Inside pitch would be exactly the pitch that the Islanders would want him to bunt on. And be more likely to go down the third baseline, and the runner would be less inclined to score on that type of bunt. Might be a tougher throw to first to get the out, but fly ball into center field. Reitmeyer gets back to grab it for the third out. So a couple runners stranded as the Islanders hold them. They still lead it 2-1 heading into the bottom of the second. Center fielder Trent Reitmeyer steps up to the plate. Reitmeyer hitting 114 on the year. That pitch catches the outside edge, strike 1. On misses, evens the count up. Reitmeyer, center fielder from Barton County Community College. That pitch misses, up and away. Reitmeyer goes up in the count 2-1. Won the pitch, then that one is not going to break back into the zone. And it'll be 3-1 to the leadoff man in the second inning. Pitch from Fulmer. Gonna catch the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Reitmeyer thought he walked. Gotta clear his head after that, make sure If he's going to swing, it's a pitch to swing on, and it is. A ground ball over to third. Throw to first. It's going to be in time for the first out. The third baseman, Nolan Friend. Before I could get done explaining that he's not the typical leadoff hitter in the first inning, he hit a double to left center field. He's 1 for 1 today. That pitch, going to be swung on, hit high out into left field. Coil under it for the second out. The left fielder, Gavin Yurovich. Yurovich stepping to the plate. Hit a sacrifice fly, moved Friend over to third in the first inning. That's going to be a ground ball over to third for the second time this inning. A throw to first in time for the third out. So after giving up 2 runs facing 8 batters in the first inning, Fulmer gets him 1, 2, 3 in the second. Now, stepping out to the plate, it's Blake Bradford. He had a double in the first inning. Second day in a row, he's hit a extra base hit in his first at-bat. Yesterday, he had a 2-run home run. And today, he hit a double, came around to score. Pitch. He swung on, missed, strike 1. After his homer yesterday, he reached on an error, walked, and struck out. So he only got 1 hit yesterday, but it was a big one. As big as a hit can be in a 15-2 ball game. It's up 2-1 in the count now. That pitch, swung on, grounded to first. Helm can't field it. Throw over to Snyder is offline. And it's going to be an E3. The center fielder, TJ Merriweather, drew a walk in the first inning on 4 pitches. First pitch in the zone, swung on, hit high on center field. Reitmeyer's under it, and he's got it for the first out. Designated hitter, Cooper Harris. Harris got walked in the first inning, then tried an early steal that didn't work out for him. He got caught in between first and second in the first inning and was tagged out for the second out. 1-0 the count. That pitch, gonna run inside, and they're gonna say it hit him. So Harris on for the second time today. The right fielder, Sam Weesey. Weesey flew out to end the first inning. Fly out likely wouldn't end the inning here with 1 out, runner on second, and a runner on first. Fly out here could be productive. That pitch gets in there, strike one. That pitch swung on, hit into right center field, and it's going to get down for a hit. Reese grabbed it, and as deep as that ball was, the runners still had to make sure the ball wasn't caught, so they're not going to be able to score. So now runners on all three bags after that deep single from Weesey brings Flaggart to the plate. Reached on error on a ground ball to Friend to lead off the second inning. That pitch swung on, hit foul. That pitch, check swing. Say didn't go. Count even 1-1 now. Bases loaded with 1 out here. Top of the third inning, Islanders lead it 2-1. That pitch gonna catch the bottom of the zone. Strike two. One-two count. Swung on. Missed. Strike three. And I believe Flaggart was asking if he got a piece of that. The umpire says he didn't. So we'll head back to the dugout after striking out. The catcher, Zarek Warren. Warren walked an inning ago. Comes up to the plate, bases loaded here, 2 outs. Friend has it, and he's going to race to the bag and get the out at third. So bases end up loaded, but everyone's stranded. No runs come across. Islanders still lead it 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. The shortstop, Ben Wallachek.
Hey, Brennan, you guys might want to go check their jug. Did you go check their jug?
No.
That pitch. Gonna be in there, strike one.
Did you go check their jug?
No.
Go check their jug.
That pitch gonna be swung on, fouled back, and now Wallachek's down 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Check swing. Did not go. Warren put the tag on him in case he did, but count goes to 1-2 instead of 0-3. Wallachek stays alive. He'll swing at that one. Ground ball to second base. Throw over to first. He's gonna get him for the first out. The catcher, Austin Lynn. Lynn hit a single the first inning, being out on a force out at home plate on a fielder's choice. That pitch, outside, ball 1. One-0 pitch, going to be swung on, hit high out into center field. Merriweather's back for it, and he's got it for the second out. The first baseman, Carter Hell. Helm comes up to the plate, drew a walk in the first. That pitch going to be swung on, missed for strike 1. Evens the count. One to Helm, misses low. Two-one pitch from Fulmer, misses inside. Also probably a bit low. 3-1 the count. That pitch swung on, line to second base for the third out. And after giving up 2 runs in the first inning, Fulmer goes 1, 2, 3 and back-to-back in the second and the third. Second baseman Blake Brown. Brown flew out to left field his first at bat. That pitch going to be in there, strike one. 0-1 from Snyder. Misses. Evens the count. This pitch. Swung on, grounded to third. Friend barehands it. Throw over to first. In time for the out. Left fielder Austin Coyle. Coyle struck out his first at bat. First pitch in there for a strike. That pitch going to be swung on. Line foul. I think it may have hit a pole. That's what that noise was. That pitch. Upstairs for ball one. 1-2 to Coyle. In there, strike three called. Snyder has his third strikeout of the day. The shortstop, Cooper Westland. Westland 0 for 2 today with the ground out and fly out. That pitch. In there, strike one. Oh, on the count. Misses outside. 1-1 to Westland, fouled off. Count goes to 1-2. Snyder's going to look to put him away on this pitch. And if not, then he'll look to put him away on the next pitch. His goal is always to put the batter away. And that pitch is going to be in the dirt. Runs the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the fourth inning. Islanders lead it 2-1. Nobody on base. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Lined over the third baseman's head for a base hit. And he's going to round first. And he's going to stay in between. And he's going to decide to just hold up at first. After a long time trying to decide. So with 2 outs, Westland gets on with a base hit. The third baseman, Blake Bradford. Bradford has a double and reached on an error today. He's 1 for 2. That pitch, swung on, fouled off. So far, his pattern today is following what it was yesterday. He got an extra base hit and then reached on an error. That pitch going to be upstairs for ball one. Third at bat yesterday, he drew a walk. Throw over to first base is going to pull Helm off the bag, but he's going to be able to hold on to it. Westland stays over at first. Doesn't reduce his lead at all. Pitch outside, ball 2. Thing about a pickoff limit in baseball is if you get thrown over once, you can expect it to either happen only once again, as that's a base hit into right field, runner moves to third. And Reese couldn't play it. Throw to the plate offline. And Westland is going to go first to home on a single. Granted, he did start running on a hit and run, but still impressive base running and nice awareness to get around the bases and tie the game. I think that run might be unearned since you had Reese misplay it out there. The center fielder, DJ Merriweather. 0 for 1 today with a walk and a fly out. 2 outs, runner on first here for Merriweather. Game tied at 2 after Bradford's single. One 0 from Snyder. It's going to be swung on, missed for strike one. That pitch swung on, grounded foul. Count goes 1-2 now. One, two to Merriweather, runner goes. And he's gonna hold off. Count now even, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top of the 4th inning. Runner on first base, game tied at 2. That pitch swung on, missed, strike 3, and that will retire the side. Monarchs come away with 1 that inning, ties the game at 2. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. The designated hitter, Corey Reese. Reese steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today with a base hit in the first inning. Reese hitting in the 7 hole. He came to the plate in the first inning. Or he's hitting in the 6 hole, my bad. Came to the plate as well as 2 other hitters after him in the first inning. And then the Islanders were retired in order the next 2 innings. So his second at bat doesn't come till the 4th. That pitch is going to miss upstairs. Ball 2. Ball 3. Three-one pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 2. Count runs full. Payoff pitch from Fulmer. Misses, ball 4. Reese is on for the second time today. The right fielder, Kyle Reese. Kyle grounded into a fielder's choice. The brother of Corey, who's on first base. That bunt attempt going to be fouled back. Reese is in the exact spot in the lineup they were yesterday, back to back. But switch positions today as Corey, the designated hitter today. Kyle playing right field, as that's going to be a line drive to second base. And a good contact on that swing. Just happened to hit it directly to where Brown was for the second out. The second baseman, striker, Hake. Hake struck out in the first inning. 1 out here, bottom of the 4th. Game tied 2-2, runner on first. Pitch misses inside, ball 1.
See it hit your bat, strike.
1-0 pitch. In there, strike 1.
Not yours, not yours. See it hit your bat.
One ball, 1 strike here. That pitch going to be grounded to first, and a step on first, and a throw over to second. Gets into the outfield. Corey Reese going to move over to third. He'll slide in and be safe there. Throw gets away from the third baseman, but the backstop is going to protect a run from coming across. Brings up Trent Reitmeyer. Grounded out to third in the first inning. That pitch, gonna miss inside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. In there, strike 1. Count even to Reitmeyer. 1-1 pitch, going to be grounded foul down the third base line. Runner 90 feet away. 1-2 the count. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 4th, game tied at 2. That pitch to Reitmeyer misses. Evens the count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Corey Reese, the runner on third. That pitch. Gonna miss, running the count full. Good work from Reitmeyer working the count here. Scoreboard all lit up now with a full count. 2 outs. Runner on third. Score is 2-2. That pitch. It's going to miss. Ball 4. So Reitmeyer gets on to keep the inning alive. Now runners on the corner. The third baseman, Nolan Friend. Friend will come to the plate after this talk on the mound. Fulmer had a rough first inning, but has pitched really well since then. Corey Reese and Trent Reitmeyer are his first base runners since the first inning here, bottom of the 4th. Two outs here, bottom of the 4th. Runners on the corners. Game tied 2-2 as Friend takes strike 1. Friend 1 for 2 today, hit a double and flew out in the first and second inning respectively. That pitch swung on, hit high into shallow right field. We see under it for the 3rd out. So the Islanders threaten but get nothing. Game still tied 2-2 as we move to the 5th. New pitcher on the mound for the Islanders. It's number 14, Ryan Sauter. The designated hitter, Cooper Harris. First pitch. In there, strike 1. Sutter, 4 runs in 10.2 innings. One of the Islanders' best in terms of ERA early in the season. He has Harris down 0-2. Harris has yet to have an at bat. He's reached base in both his plate appearances. That pitch going to miss up high. Walkden was hit by a pitch in the first and third innings. A pitch gonna be swung on, missed. Drop, third strike, throw over to first. It's gonna get him to complete the strikeout. The right fielder, Sam Weesey. Sauter, pitcher, attends Emporia State. He's from Olathe, here in the state of Kansas, up by Kansas City. That pitch gonna be swung on, grounded to first. Helm gets a glove on it, recovers to get the out. The first baseman, Jarrett Flaggart. Flaggart 0 for 2 reached on an error in the second inning. That pitch swung on, grounded foul. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul tip. And got a piece of land. Might have hit his chin or his neck. Looks like he's holding his neck. And that is just about the one part of a catcher's body, along with the thigh, that's not protected by any padding. And he's gonna stay in. So hopefully that's not something that's gonna hurt him the rest of the game. It was just something that maybe took the wind out of him a little bit. That pitch, swung on, missed, strike 3. And Sauter gets him down in order with 2 strikeouts here in the 5th.
Hey, Noah. Tell him to put it on the Islanders.
Left fielder, Gavin Yurovich.
Tell him to put it on the Islanders.
Yurovich steps to the plate. 0 for 1 today with the sacrifice fly and a ground out to third. A pitch. Gonna get in there. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Misses inside. Evens the count. That pitch gonna be swung on. Hit way foul. And maybe that ball landed somewhere. Out of my field of view. One-two pitch to Yurovich. Misses low. 2-2 the count. Two-two pitch. Misses. Ball 3. Count goes full. And if there's one thing the Islanders have done a great job of doing today, it's working the count. That pitch can be swung on, grounded to third. Throw over to first, in time for the out. The shortstop, Ben Wallachek. Wallachek steps to the plate. 0 for 1 today with a walk and a run. Has no jogs on the day, though. Is the speed of travel between a walk and a run, but there's no such thing as a jog in the sport of baseball, so he doesn't have any today. And I just explained a joke that I made on the broadcast to you all. You are welcome. Here's the pitch. Check swing. He didn't go. One-0 pitch. Misses again. So now Wallachek ahead in the count. Even further. Pitch from Fulmer. Misses low. It's going to be ball 4. So Wallachek has his second walk of the day. So Austin Lynn steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Base hit and a fly out. That pitch swung on, grounded to third, throw to second, in time for the out, throw to first, gets him, double play for the Monarchs. Game still tied 2-2 as we head into 6th. Catcher Warren steps up to the plate. It's over 1 with a walk today. That pitch swung on, grounded to short, wall check, runs, makes the play, spins, and the throw gets him for the first out. The second base, Blake Brown. Second baseman, I should say. It's 0 for 2 today, flew out and grounded out. Pulled both of those outs. That pitch going to be fouled all the way back into, I don't know, I live in that direction. Maybe it landed in my yard. That pitch in there, strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch, misses way outside. One, 2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. Evens the count. That pitch swung on, missed, strike 3. That's going to be Sutter's 3rd strikeout in the 5 outs he's gotten. The left fielder, Austin Coyle. Sutter's come into this game and just completely started shutting down the Monarchs. They weren't as explosive as they were yesterday, but they got a couple runs across in the first 4 innings. That pitch in there for a strike. A 1 pitch in there, strike 2. Sutter once again ahead, 0-2 in the count. Coyle struck out twice already, and he'll take that pitch in the dirt, and it's not going to strike out on that pitch. That pitch misses outside. Evens the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the 6th inning, nobody on. Score is 2-2. Sauter deals in the dirt. Runs the count full. Scoreboard all lit up with 2 outs. That pitch. In there. Strike 3 called. And that's Sauter's 4th strikeout in 2 innings of work. He's faced the minimum 6 batters. So we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Islanders will try and take the lead yet again. New pitcher on the mound for the Monarchs, number 21, Camden Edge. Stepping up to the plate for the Islanders, the first baseman, Carter Helm. Helm 0 for 1 today with a walk. First pitch, in there, strike 1. Edge has 5.2 innings so far on the year, giving up 3 runs. Has 11 strikeouts. That pitch going to be fouled off. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on. It's going to bounce off the plate for a foul. Edge has given up 3 walks, 3 runs, 3 hits. Once again, 11 strikeouts in just 5.2 innings. 0-2 pitch, runs way inside. It's going to be ball 1. That pitch going to be up. Evens the count at 2. Two pitch, swung on. It's going to be foul again. As I was saying during a bat in the last inning, Islanders have been great at just working the count today. That pitch going to be in there. Strike 3 called. The designated hitter, Corey Reese. It's 1 for 1 today. Single and a walk. Hasn't scored yet. First pitch to Reese. Swung on, missed. Strike 1. A 1 pitch in the dirt. Maybe not quite in the dirt, but it was a very low pitch, and it's going to be a ball. One. Swung on, missed. Count goes 1-2. One-two pitch. It's going to miss outside. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Two to the count. That one misses. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Bottom of the 6th inning, game tied at 2. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Reese on base for the 3rd time today. Pinch hitter in for the Islanders, number 30, Lane Rolfs. Rolfs comes in for Kyle Reese. That pitch, gonna miss for ball 1. That pickoff attempt over to first, not going to get him. Corey Reese back in time. That pickoff attempt is going to get away from the first baseman. And Reese is going to move her to second after it gets out of play. So a couple pickoff attempts. First one doesn't get Reese out, and the second one moves him over to second. Only been 1 pitch to Rolf so far. It was a ball. 1-0 pitch. Runs inside, hits him. Going to be a mound visit for the Monarchs. Trying to keep Trying to keep Edge under control. Edge, the pitcher, plays at Northern Oklahoma College. Pitch home. It's going to be fouled back. Oh, on the count. Pitch misses. Evens the count at 1. Runners on first and second. After a walk and a hit by pitch. Pitch. It's going to be swung on, missed by Hake. Hake 0 for 2 today. He struck out in the first inning. Grounded out to first base in the 4th. One-two pitch. Inside, evens the count. Two-two delivery. It's going to be in there. Strike 3 is going to be called. Edge has a second strikeout of the inning. The center fielder, Trent Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer comes to the plate. Runner in scoring position, 2 on. Bottom of the 6th inning. Game still tied 2-2. Reitmeyer 0 for 1 today. He grounded out in the 2nd. Walked in the 4th. He'll take strike 1. And pitch. Gonna catch the outside edge. 0-2 the count. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on, missed, strike 3. And the stats did not lie. This guy strikes out a lot of batters as he gets 3 in the 6th. No one comes across. Game still tied 2-2 as we head to the 7th. The shortstop, Cooper Westland. Westland 1 for 3 today, came around to score in the 4th inning. Goes up 1-0 in the count. Pitch from Sauter, runs inside, hits him, and that's going to be the first base runner that Sauter has allowed. Blake Bradford comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 today. He reached on an error. Runner goes. Throw to second is going to bounce, and Walczak's not going to be able to get the tag on him before he slides in. Throw was on target, but the bounce slowed it down just enough for Westland to be able to get in safely. Here's the pitch. A bunt put down the first base line. A great bunt. Throw to first base. Going to be in time. Thought he could have beaten it out, but a nice play by Sauter to get the out on the sacrifice bunt. DJ Merriweather at the plate. It's 0 for 2. Runner on third for him. He'll take that pitch inside. 1 out here, top of the 7th. Game tied 2-2. A pitch in there, strike 1. Count even now. A pitch. It's going to be fouled off, and third base coach can't haul it in, so going to send someone from the dugout after it. One, two. Foul ball. A pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 3, and it's going to be a foul tip, but Lynn grabbed it, so it's going to be a strikeout. It's going to be the 5th for Sauter. It'll take away the sacrifice. The designated hitter, Cooper Harris. Looks like there's a bonfire out beyond the outfield fences across the Nenasko River. A pitch going to be strike 1. At least you hope that's a bonfire out there. That pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 2. That pitch. Gonna miss. Outside for a ball. One-two pitch. In there! Strike 3 called! Sutter puts him away. There was a runner on third with 1 out, and he gets out of it with a couple strikeouts. Islanders will come up to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Game still tied 2-2. The third baseman, Nolan Friend. Friend, today's leadoff batter, is going to lead off the 7th. It's 1 for 3, had a double in the first inning, came around to score. That first pitch going to be in there, strike 1. A 1 pitch in there, strike 2. 2 takes from Friend. Put him down in the count 0-2. He's going to have to battle to stay alive. A pitch grounded to third base. He's got it. Throw over to first. In time for the out. Left fielder, Gavin Yurovich. 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to third base twice. First pitch. In there, strike 1. 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Game tied 2-2. Gavin Yurovich at the plate, down 0-1 in the count. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 2. So, Edge just throwing strikes this inning. It's been up 0-2 on both Friend and Yurovich, and Yurovich goes down swinging on strikes. It's the 4th strikeout and 1 2/3 innings for Edge. The shortstop, Ben Wallachek. Wallachek has walked twice, grounded out to second in between. That pitch Gonna miss for ball 1. One 0 from Edge. Misses outside, ball 2. Two 0 in there, strike 1. This is a pitch from Edge. In the dirt, gets past the catcher. Ball 3. Three 1 pitch to Wallachek. In there, strike 2. Count runs full. Scoreboard all lit up with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, 2-2 the score. Wallachek at the plate. Payoff pitch from Edge. Outside, ball 4. Wallachek takes his 3rd walk of the day. The catcher, Austin Lynn. And because there were 2 outs, Lynn had his shin guards on as the catcher, just in case Wallachek couldn't get on, but he did. So now Lynn steps up to the plate. One for 3 today. That pitch swung on, missed, strike 1. Grounded into a double play his last time up. That pitch, it's gonna miss. Evens the count at 1. It's the 1-1 from Edge. It's gonna be in there. Strike 2.
Don't think, see it.
1-2, the count to Lynn. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 3 called. And a lot of hitters have not been too fond of the called strike 3s today, but that will retire the side, move us into the 8th inning. Game still tied at 2. The right fielder, Sam Weesey. Weesey comes to the plate. It's 1 for 3 today. Had a single in the third. First pitch, outside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. In there, strike 1, evens the count. One pitch from Sauter in the dirt. Ball 2. Two on the count. Pitch in there. Even the count. The 2-2 to Weesey. Misses for ball 3. Runs the count full. Full count now. Misses outside. Ball 4. So for the second inning, the Monarchs have the leadoff guy on. The first baseman, Jarrett Flaggart, steps up to the plate. Flaggart 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Reach on an error in the second inning. That pitch, inside, hits him. We'll move Weesey over to second. After that mound visit, the catcher Warren comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 today, drew a walk in the second. A pitch. It's gonna miss low. Ball 1. One of the count. That pitch gonna get away from Len. Runners will go. Move over 90 feet each. So now 2 in scoring position with nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Game tied 2-2. Zarek Warren at the plate. Two to the count. In there, strike 1. Pitch from Sauter. This is low for ball 3. Count now 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded to short. Walchek throws home, and the tag is made, and the out's recorded. Just one. Flagger stayed at second. 2 runners on first and second with 1 out here. Top of the 8th. Blake Brown comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3. That pitch. It's going to be a check swing. They'll say he went. A pitch. In there, strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. Misses outside. One, 2 the count. And there, strike 3 called for the second out. Brings up Austin Coyle. He's 0 for 3 today. Has struck out in the 2nd, the 4th, and the 6th innings. And he'll come up to the plate. 2 runners on in the 8th. That pitch, gonna be a check swing, called strike. Oh, 1 from Sauter. Swung on, missed, strike 2. After the 2nd inning, Sauter is going to have faced a runner on 3rd at one point, and he's going to get out of it if he can throw just 1 strike here. And pitch is going to be way outside. Runners go, and Lynn's just going to eat it and let the runners move over with a 1-2 count. Flaggart moves to 3rd. Warren moves to 2nd. 2 runners in scoring position, and they could both come home on a base hit. One, 2. Check swing. And he went. Strike 3. Puts him away. And Sauter gets his 4th scoreless inning. Camden Edge stays out there on the mound. Carter Helm, the first baseman, comes to the plate. 0 for 2 today, drew a walk in the first inning. First pitch. Gonna miss inside for ball 1. Oh, 1-0 pitch in there, strike 1. Evens the count. That pitch misses. Ball 2. Two 1 pitch. Misses down low. Reds the count to 3-1. Three-one pitch. Outside, ball 4. Helm walks for the second time today, and the leadoff man's on for the Islanders. They'll bring up Corey Reese. He's 1 for 1. Got a base hit in the first inning and has walked twice since. That pitch. Gonna get in there, strike 1 called. A pitch. Gonna be swung on, miss, strike 2. Reese down 0-2. This is where Edge really thrives. Any pitcher thrives in an 0-2 count, but he's a strikeout pitcher. And so he has Reese right where he wants him. Count now 1-2. One, two, the count. Swung on, hit foul. I think it might have gone off the hand of the catcher. Lost his glove. Did Warren. Seeing For the second time today, a coach come out to check on his catcher after a baseball hits him. Warren saying he's good to go. Good to see. Corey steps back into the box. Count 1-2. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th. There's a pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 3. Edge now has 6 strikeouts. He has 1 out in his 3rd inning of work. Lane Rolfs comes to the plate. A pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 1. Warren's going to drop it. Throw goes into center field. Helm's going to be safe at second. Oh, and the count, 1 out here. Bottom of the 8th. Islanders have scored 2. Monarchs have scored 2. We've been deadlocked for a few innings. Runner on second here with 1 out. Rolfs came in to pitch in a couple innings ago in the 6th. He'll take ball 1. A pitch. Outside edge, strike 2 called. Crowd not too happy about that one. One, 2 the count. That one's up high. Ball 2. Two pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 3. Brings striker Hake to the plate. Over 3 with a couple of strikeouts. There's going to be a visit to the mound after a brief pause. Edge has been really pitching well, so you gotta wonder if that mound visit's just to keep tabs on how gassed he might be after a few innings of work. You can't imagine that mound visit was how to approach Hake, who has really been struggling this season. That pitch, swung on, hit high out into left field. It looks like it's going to go into foul territory, and it's going to go out of play. So there's a time to get an RBI here for Hake. It'd be now. Was just wanting to go run around second base. 2 outs here. That pitch, gonna miss outside. Even to count at 1. One the count here. Game tied at 2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. That pitch in there, strike 2. 1-2 the count to Hake. That pitch, it's gonna miss down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 8th. Runner on second, game tied 2-2. Edge looking for his pitch. Shook off the first recommendation from the catcher. That pitch in there, strike 3 called. And Edge once again has a 3 strikeout inning for the second time in 3, and he had 2 in the inning in the middle. So the game will be tied to 2 heading into the 9th. All right, so to start the 9th, the top of the order comes up for the Monarchs, trying to get their 10th win on the year. Cooper Westland at the plate. He's 1 for 3, got hit by a pitch his last at bat. One-0 pitch. Misses. 2-0 the count. New pitcher on the mound for the Islanders is Mason Munns. He came in yesterday to throw in 1 inning as there's a ground ball to third. Throw over to first is good for the first out. brings up Blake Bradford had a home run yesterday. 2 for 4 today. Reached on an error. He's 2 for 3 today. He had a sacrifice bunt in the 7th. That pitch. It's gonna miss. Outside. Ball 1. Munns pitched and got 2 outs yesterday. Assumed they took him out to save his arm in case he was needed today, and it looks like he is needed today. The game that ends 15-2. You don't want to use too many of your best arms, at least for long. And Munns good enough to go for at least the 9th today. 2-0 pitch misses for ball 3. That pitch misses outside, ball 4. And the potential go-ahead run here in the 9th goes to first base. Brings up DJ Merriweather. 0 for 3. Struck out twice. Walked in the first inning. One out here, top of the 9th. Score is 2-2. DJ Merriweather at the plate, Mason Munns on the mound. First pitch from Munns. In there, strike 1. Munns glances over to Bradford over at first base. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Going to be put into foul territory. And it's going to be caught by Friend over there for the second out. Now Cooper Harris comes to the plate. Designated hitter. Struck out twice. He walked in the first, got hit by a pitch in the 3rd. First pitch from Munns with 2 outs. Going to miss outside for ball 1. Payoff attempt, trying to get Bradford over at first base. 2 outs here, top of the 9th. Game tied 2-2. One 1-0 pitch. It's gonna get in there. Strike 1. I think Harris wanted to know where that missed. I think the umpire told him. 1-1 the count. Pitch from Munns. It's going to be grounded foul, and it's going to get out of play. And might be the weirdest bounce I've ever seen a foul ball take. One, 2 the count now. Munns can put him away. And he's not going to, as there's going to be another foul ball. Harris stays alive. 1-2 the pitch. Swung on, lined out into left center field. It's going to get down. It's going to be extra bases. Bradford rounds third, and the throw's not going to be in time. The Monarchs take a 3-2 lead with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. RBI double for Cooper Harris. Gets him his first hit of the game. Bring a runner into the game. Will the Monarchs. As Sam Weesey comes to the plate. Brett Samastria comes to the plate, or is the runner on second, my bad. He plays for Sam Houston State. Assuming they're putting him on to potentially come home on a base hit, which I'm not sure they thought Harris had the capability of doing. Add an extra run onto their total with just a 1-run lead here. 2 outs in the 9th. That pitch going to be swung on, hit high out into right field. It's back deep, and it's going to be caught by Rolfs out there for the 3rd out. If we had a warning track, that's where it would have been, but it falls into the glove of the right fielder. And the Islanders, down by 1, will come to the plate in the bottom of the 9th. And the pitcher on the mound for the Monarchs is an old friend of the Islanders. Pitcher Derek Johnson. He's given up 2 runs in 5 innings so far this season. Last year for the Islanders, he came in, had a 2.91 ERA. Plays at Fort Hays State. That first pitch for Reitmeyer is going to miss. Ball 1. Reitmeyer 0 for 2 today, drew a walk back in the 4th. That pitch is going to get in there, strike 1. That pitch misses outside, 2-1 the count. Two one pitch, catches the outside edge, strike 2. Count even now to Reitmeyer.
Lock it in.
That pitch, gonna miss way outside, gonna get back to the netting. Johnson steps off the mound to grab the ball himself. Count full now. Bottom of the 9th, Islanders down by 1, nobody on, nobody out. Trent Reitmeyer faces a full count. Payoff pitch from Johnson. Swung on, hit high out into center field. And it's going to be caught out there by Merriweather for the first out. Bring up Nolan Friend. It's 1 for 4 today with the double in the first inning. That pitch, going to be in there, strike 1. Oh, 1 to Friend, misses outside. One the count now. 1-1 pitch to Friend. Ground ball, and they're going to call it foul. Throw over to first would have gotten them. One, two, the count. Pitch from Johnson. Swung on. Lined into center field for a base hit, and Friend gets on. He's going to round first, and he's going to stay there. So the potential tying run now on the bases for the Islanders. It will bring up Gavin Yurovich. He's 0 for 3 today. Had a sacrifice fly in the first inning. Here's the pitch. It's going to miss up high. Ball 1. And pitch, gonna be swung on, miss, strike 1.
Be sooner. Be sooner. You late. You late. Be sooner.
Yeah. No, it's too.
2-1 the count to Yurevich. I pitch in there, strike 2, evens the count. One, 2 the count. That pitch fouled back. Yurevich stays alive.
Earlier, kid. Earlier. You're late. You're late.
One out here, bottom of the ninth. Islanders trail at 2-3. Nolan Friend on first base, Gavin Yurevich at the plate. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Johnson. It runs inside. Ball 2. Evens the count. A pitch, swung on, fouled back.
Better.
Eric Warren caught it off the netting. I was wondering if he could get an out of that.
You're good.
Yurevich steps back in, battling hard this at bat. 2-2 the count. Pitch from Johnson. It's going to be swung on, grounded to second base, double play opportunity. Out at second, got him. And they're going to call him out at first.
Come on now. Ask for help. Ask for help.
So a double play, a controversial double play, ends the ball game, and the Monarchs take both here on the island. They take today's game 3-2. Islanders have the day off tomorrow. We'll be back Tuesday for a 2-game stretch on Tuesday and Wednesday against the Wichita Dirtbags. But that'll be it for our broadcast tonight from George Arnsdorf Memorial Field. I've been Ashton Timish. So long from Riverside Park.